Welch and Braden Dillon.
Paul is a mentor to Timothy. At this time, Paul is traveling around preaching to the Gentiles and Jews around the world. He continually encourages churches around the Eastern Mediterranean to grow in their faith and give them examples of how they are supposed to run their church. 1 Timothy, Paul is writing to Timothy and the Ephesian church in the year AD 64, between Paul's first and second imprisonments in Rome. One primary purpose is to give instruction to Timothy concerning pastoral care of churches, making it a pastoral letter. God's grace is evident in this book because Paul encourages Timothy to put his truth and hope in the message of God's grace. Luther believed that 1 Timothy provides a model to all bishops of what they should teach and how they should teach. Paul's goal in writing to Timothy is to remind him to refute false teachings and supervise affairs of the growing Ephesian church. Paul also reminds Timothy, whom he calls his true son in faith, to not let anyone look down on him because he is young, but to be an example of faith.
First Timothy 4 shows the problems with the church and the false teachers. This was a large problem in the church. Paul insists Timothy that he confront the false teachers of the church despite his youth. In fact, he tells him, "Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but set an example for the believers in speech, in life, in love, in faith, and in purity." This displays the theme of the book, which is to not let your faith set you back.
Timothy destroys the false teachers. Die. 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 Alright. Go.
To be a better Jedi, rely on the Force. Defeat the Empire by refuting the false teachings of those evil individuals.
You know what, Obi-Wan? I really want to go against the Empire, but everyone says I'm too young.
You are not too young, because you are born this way. You are a firework. You are effing perfect. And, what the hell? You're the king of anything. You are who you are. You are just the way you are. So you were born this way. So go against the Empire. You are young. You are full of heart. And don't let anyone look down on you. Be an example of those awesome Jedis.
I want to go kill Darth Vader, who killed my dad.
Okay. You know what this is like? This is like Paul teaching Timothy how to be young and not lose heart and to refute the false teachings in his letter to Timothy, who is his true son in faith.
You know what, Obi-Wan? I really want to do this myself. Could you go to the car?
Fine.
Luke, you are too young to defeat the Empire.
No, I'm not! For I have the Force with me!
Luke, I am your father.
What does that have to do with anything?
Die! Can't hit me.
Alright, cut it.
Just keep going, he can cut it. He can cut it out. Keep going.
job. That was great. You
Thank you.
defeated the Empire and
Yeah.
refuted the false teaching. Can I have the keys now?
Oh, sorry.
I'll stick.
Okay, blooper reel. Bloopers.
Hi.
Bloopers. Timothy destroys the false teachers. Die. 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 Fuck. He's got cake.
1 Timothy 4 shows the problems with the church and the false teachers. This was a large problem in the church. Paul instructs Timothy.
Stop.
When I say one, I assume you're gonna start talking.
3, 2.
God.
Luke, I am your father.
And I am your mother.
Brayden, I told you to stay out of the scene.
Well, it does explain a lot.